tear to your rental is not damage. In Florida, you don't have to pay to make old look new. In the next few minutes, I'll show you what landlords can't bill you for, what does count as damage, and how to argue paint, cleaning, and carpet charges with proof, calmly and clearly. I'm Tammi Calarco, a Florida landlord-tenant attorney. I've represented both sides, so I know which charges landlords try to sneak past you. You might have moved out and the bill looks unfair. Maybe there's deep cleaning, paint touch-ups, or a carpet replacement you didn't cause. Let's fix that confusion. Here's what we'll cover. First, the basics of wear and tear versus damage. Second, a category breakdown and photos that win. Third, why Betterment isn't billable and how to ask for proration. Fourth, copy-paste lines for your objection letter. I've handled hundreds of these disputes across Florida. A lot of landlords overcharge and a lot of tenants overpay, but not you. Just know we're talking about Florida residential law, and this is only general information, not legal advice for your specific situation. When it comes to your responsibilities as a tenant, you pay for damage, not time. Think all landlords charge fairly for normal apartment living? Think again. Many of them love to blur the line between wear and damage. Landlords often lump paint, small nail holes, light scuffs, and routine cleaning into damage. But most of the time, that's just normal wear. The Florida statutes are pretty clear about this. Wear and tear are minor, inevitable signs of ordinary living. These are things like faded paint after 2 years, a few nail holes from hanging pictures, carpet flattening where you walk every day, light wall scuffs where a chair touched the paint. Damage goes beyond normal. It's excess, neglect, or abuse. Holes in the wall, burns in the carpet, pet urine soaked into the pad, a broken fixture from force. Think about your old place right now. What would you call normal wear? What would you call actual damage? Let's do some rapid examples with some of the most common charges I've seen. First, walls and paint. A few small nail holes, faded color where the sun shines through the window, light scuffs, and chair rubs, these are normal wear and tear. But if you've left fist-sized holes, deep gouges through the paint, exposing the drywall, or let your kids make masterpieces on the wall in permanent marker, that's damage you're responsible to repair. Next, floors and carpet. You know those flattened traffic lanes that form in carpet where you walk every day? That's normal wear and tear. Same for hard floors where you normally walk every day. There are going to be light surface scuffs. High traffic areas are not going to look the same as those spots under the furniture that never see any foot traffic. But if you spilled a big glass of red wine, left burn marks, let your pet use the carpet pad as a puppy pad, or gouge the floor below the surface finish, the landlord can claim that as damage. Now, how about appliances? Light dings and scuffs on a small shelf are normal wear. An appliance that stops working because of some component just wears out is also normal wear, not damage. But if you've left broken racks, shattered glass, ripped seals, or busted handles, that's damage. In the bathroom, you might have dingy grout, aged caulk, or tiny enamel chips, that's wear and tear. But a broken mirror, cracked sink, or towel bar ripped out of the wall, that's damage. And what about cleaning? How could that be damage? Well, if you gave everything a good sweep, vacuum, or a standard wipe down of surfaces, you've probably done your part. But if you're leaving trash left behind, or some heavy grease built up on the stove, or urine odor in the carpet, that's more than just your typical cleaning, and that could cost you. Key principle: is it actually broken, or does it just look worn and used? You don't pay to make old look new. Use that frame to decide which charges to push back on and which to own up to. That difference saves money. Now here's the key thing you need to understand to protect your security deposit. No photos, no proof. Photos win deposit fights. Don't expect your landlord to be honest about the condition you left things in. Your camera roll is your best witness. If it's not in your phone camera, it doesn't exist when money's at stake. Now, the gold standard of these is to get photos when you move in and then again when you move out. For every room in the house, you want to get a wide-angled shot of every room from every corner. Then you want to get close-ups of details. For walls and paint, get close-ups of any nail holes, scuffs, or faded paint. For carpet and floors, show the difference in high traffic areas like carpet flattening or worn finish. Get close-ups of the outside of any appliances and then open them up to show shelves and racks. In the bathroom, get close-ups of the grout, caulk, and fixtures. And for cleaning, open up closets, cabinets, and drawers. And also get pictures of the tub and the sink to show that they are clean and to show that the stoppers are still there. A full photo walkthrough of the house will help make it clear what's wear and tear versus damage and prevent your landlord from blurring that line. You can also do this with a single video walkthrough so you can narrate. In most phone camera apps, you can pull out single frames of the video to use as photos. The key thing is to put them all in a single album or folder and don't just keep them on your phone. Make sure they're backed up on your computer or a cloud drive. 10 minutes of photos will build your case instead of leaving you hoping for fairness. Now, what if you actually did cause damage? Here's something most people don't realize when there is damage. Betterment isn't billable. If something's old and needs replacement, ask for proration. Let's say you did spill wine on the carpet in the middle of the living room and the stain just won't come out. Think it's fair to pay for a brand new carpet when the old stuff was already 5 years old? That's not just replacing damage, that's upgrading on your dime. A common thing I see is a landlord charging a tenant for brand new when the item was already old. It's completely legitimate for a landlord to recover costs for tenant-caused damage, but not for improvements that make the place better than before. Things like carpet and appliances are not expected to last forever. So if replacement happens, the charge should reflect useful life it had left, not full new cost. In other words, if the carpet had maybe 1 year before it had to be replaced, the damage taken out of your security deposit should be prorated to reflect that 1 useful year, not the entire replacement cost for new carpet. You're not dodging responsibility, you're refusing overbilling. So if you do get claims against your security deposit claiming damage, what do you do? When you respond to a timely claim letter, your objection should be 1 page, calm and complete. Let me read you an example. I received your letter dated September 5th stating an intent to claim $475 for cleaning and $325 for paint. I object to these charges. The listed conditions, minor wall scuffs, and a few picture hanger nail holes reflect normal wear and tear, not tenant-caused damage. Please provide itemized invoices and photos supporting your claimed deduction. If repainting is being charged, please provide the date the unit was last painted. Repainting between tenants is typically a turnover expense. This letter is my written objection within 15 days under Florida Statute 83.49. Enclosures, 12 photos, ABC cleaning receipt dated 9/1/25. Then you can attach labeled photos from your file, cleaning receipt with move-out date, move-in photos showing prior condition, before and after photos if you made repairs. And for more details on objection letters and the timeliness you have to send them, make sure you check out my video on the 15/30/15 landlord-tenant timeliness in Florida. And if you're worried you won't get your security deposit back, download the Florida Tenant Security Deposit Dispute Kit. Inside, you'll get your evidence checklist, copy and paste objection templates, and a plain English explainer for your 15/30/15 timelines. The link is in the description. Grab it before you hit your 15-day window to send your objection. And if your facts are unusual and the numbers feel inflated, the thank you page has a link to book a consultation call with my team. We'll get you clear on the next steps. In my next video, we'll go over the top 5 tenant mistakes in deposit disputes and how to avoid them so you keep your leverage. Until then, I'm Tammi Calarco, a Florida landlord tenant attorney. And remember, you don't pay to make old look new.